Hey. Oh, went out for a ride, came back. If you hear any... That's funny. If you hear any noise outside, there's some tree guys cutting down the neighbor's tree. See if I can pull this up. Oh, man. Not being a jerk face. Sometimes tricky getting this to come up. There we go. Yay. Okay. And I'll get my stream. Hey, it's the stats are working. So, like I said, I've been away for about a week. So, back. Yay. What have I done? Well, I've been listening to an audiobook. A word from our sponsor. Tim McKay wrote The Fall of Sylvandria, and I've been listening to the audiobook. Pretty awesome. It's like a sci-fi fantasy. There's more fantasy than there is sci-fi. But yeah, it's pretty good. I actually ended up ordering the hardcover just because there's a lot going on in the book, and in the recording I can't always tell if a word he's saying is, with the... There's a lot of unique phrases and stuff, and it took me a while to catch on that those are unique things and not other people. So I was like, well, if I grab the book, I'll be able to read the names and stuff. But it's good. I'm about halfway through with it. I think I'm on chapter 58, and it's like 100 chapters. It's a longer... The chapters are pretty short. They're 5 to 10 minutes long, but it's about 17 hours of listening. So pretty cool if you like this sort of thing. Yeah, but you can follow him on Twitter if you like. Check out his books. The audiobook just came out, so pretty good ratings and all that stuff. So give him a shout out, or give him a listen, or whichever. Anyhoodle, I'm gonna jump onto StarQuest. And we'll see. I'm probably going to put in about an hour of work on this thing just to get something done before dinner. So, what has changed since the last stream? Let's go ahead and play it. It's a lot easier if it's just running. You can probably see from my notes what I did last. I always wonder when people pop on, are they popping on at the current moment in the stream, or are they popping on at the beginning of the stream? Right? Like, I don't know. Alright, so things that I've been working on the past week, because when I was out of town I did work on it. And I'll get a couple planets. Huh. That's weird. That should not have broken there. I mean, maybe it'll piss me off and I'll just choose not to work on it and do something else. Because it was running before the last time I was working on it. Saved it, went to bed. It's weird that it broke there. Okay, game loaded. Why did it break a second ago? That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, what I added last time that you've missed is the star chart. Like, I put it in there, but I added some features to it, so now if you click on whatever planet is there, or whatever object, it'll select it. And it also shows you the resources, which is cool. Nothing else shows up here until you've actually discovered it. But this is really handy because if you're in the overview, you know, you want to quickly select the planet, you can, whatever's in your list. That way you're like, well, was I on this one or on that one? You know, you can select them out of here. I will build these. I'll end my turn. And I'll end turn again. There is a bit of a bug where if I end turn early, the timer isn't resetting and it flips it. I gotta figure out where that's at. I also added in, not sure if I did a video on that one, but harvesters now work. They go out to the asteroid and come back. That works pretty good. I also added in these supply ships, so now I can send supplies to I can send supplies to planets that I own. So I will build a supply ship, harvester, and some others, just so we can see how this is going. Then I'll end my turn. Player 2 I don't care about. He's on planet 2. I'll keep that in mind. Cool. And this got updated. Player 1, planet 1. Let's see, I've got 6 ships. Is this planet 2? I'll send some stuff over there. And while I'm here, there's an asteroid. I'll send a harvester to an asteroid. Hey, I captured planet 2 from player 2. And you can see that's up here on my list. And my harvester's just harvested, which is awesome. Supply ship is done. Yay. I need that to update. Now, since I own Planet 2, I can select it, and that updates here. Pretty cool. If I want to send it supplies, I've got, what, 1,000 of this, so petroleum. I'll send it 500 petroleum. It's interesting that this is pulling off the thing. That's cool. I will set it to be a round trip, so it should go there and come back. Trade route doesn't work yet. There's a glitch with trade route, but I'll hit send. Let me also send out... Oh, you can see the asteroids also show up here, which is handy. I can just send a harvester to the asteroid to collect, and it shows what resources are at that asteroid, so I don't have to hunt. Eventually, selecting an object will not show me anything here. Unless I've been to that planet, this will be blank. Or it'll have the last known information. But if I've never been there before, this will be blank. Same thing here. I won't know what resources it has unless I've been there before. Let me go ahead and just build a couple ships. I'll hop over. Oh, I'm going to lose my chance here. Let me just build these. You can see the computers. They are sending ships out. I lost Planet 2 to CPU 2. That's lame. Luckily, my supply ship came back, and it survived. Let me try to acquire that planet. It says there's no ships there. Again, whatever information I get from this should be delayed information. So, I'm going to try to build, and I will send 2 ships out. Let's see what other asteroids there are. Did my harvester die? I think my harvester died. Which is lame because those are expensive and they're difficult to build. But I think it died. Let me see. I should have a little thing on here, so I can see what ships are out. Harvesters and supply ships are the only things that can still be in transit in between turns. But I don't see it. I think it died. I'll end my turn. I captured Planet 2. Yay. Let me go to Planet 2. I'll hop over there. But this is very handy. Like, I can select it out of there and just go to it. I don't have to dig. And I will try building these again. Go back to Planet 1. Not enough resources. Lame. I'm going to send a supply ship to Planet 2. That way I can send resources back to Planet 1. And then Planet 2 does not have any ships, so I will send... I gotta be careful, because I can't lose my home planet. I need to make it so that's staring at the world. I lost Planet 2 again. Darn. That stuff's expensive. That supply ship was expensive. I'm getting my butt kicked. Why is there a harvester on Planet 4? It's owned by CPU 1. Okay. Data I should probably not have, you know. Oh, and then this menu works. I can scroll it. It's kind of cool. It's way more fun if I can go explore more planets. But anyway. So this works, but I want to set up a single player mode where, like when I play, at the moment, I need to have at least 2 players here, or you can see now it's local multiplayer. If it's 1, it's local single player, right? The mechanism that controls which player is the turns, that snaps the camera to the current player. So if we're playing local multiplayer on the same device, right? The camera should change to whoever's planet it is. But on local single player, if it's just me and some computers, whenever I end my turn, it should not snap my camera to the computer. So you can see it says my turn, and if I end my turn, planet is thinking, or player is thinking, but now look, it went to player 1, but then it went back. So it got stuck somewhere where it should not have. But I should be on my planet. If I end, see it jumped. I'm on let's see. So I think it kind of works, but you can see it goes into, from player AI, it goes down to player 1, and it comes back. I don't know why it's doing that. And the game broke when I did this. Two, 2, and 8, but that worked here. Let me go check this. My turn. AI is thinking. AI is thinking. This should be calculating. So let's see. a jumbled mess. Here's the turns. So for single player, that gets display name, but I don't want display name. I want target name. And then calculating actions. This should happen. So in local multiplayer, the player controller takes possession of a default sort of spectator player, and that checks this. But in single player, since I don't want the camera to jump to the next player, how can I check that value? I think it still checks if it's -1. Hey guys, welcome to the stream, by the way. Where's game mode? Game mode, game mode. Sets it to -1. We do this. This checks the mode, handles some stuff, returns the player. And then we begin the turn. And I know it's a bit silly to check this again, but I have to check it in here. So, and this has to happen out of that. I guess maybe it doesn't. No, it does. So I should be able to check if the turn index is -1. Alright, I'm going to have to branch this again. And I want to get the game mode. Get turn index. I could very much specifically put it to -1, say equal to -1. I guess it's okay. What did I say? Calculating actions? Yeah. Kind of repeating code. I might want to do something to simplify this, but for now, let's just get it working. Okay, so if it is -1, we want to go here. Otherwise, we'll go there. And then in both cases, I wonder if I should have the calculating actions be a different color. Green if it's a player, green if it's you, red if it's somebody else. I guess it's fine to be red. So let's see if that reads correctly. So 1 player, 1 CPU, I'll give 4 planets. Your turn. Computer 1 is thinking. Your turn. It didn't go to calculating actions. Oh, there it went. Did I miss that a second ago? Did it go to calculating actions? Just didn't notice? Now, of course, I can't do anything. During calculating actions, I can. I don't want the player to be able to implement any actions while it's on somebody else's turn, so that makes sense. So if I end turn, theoretically I shouldn't be able to do anything. I lost my planet, I think. Yeah. I lost my planet. Yep. I can of course can end the turn because I left this in here as a debugger. But yeah, I died. Okay. End my turn. Computer 1 is thinking. Calculating actions. My turn again. Yes. No control. Control is returned. What I might do is make it so that I have camera control and I can move between planets, but the menus are not available. It might be. What do you think about this name tag? Should I shrink this? I was going to shrink it, and because I thought it was kind of big. I was going to make it fit this. I wonder why that happens. Update actions in action queue. I'm gonna flag here. I want to see this hit. Okay, so it does skip that. Let's go to player controller. I might check the player for this. It's weird that when I'm ending the turn, it's snapping the camera. Hey, how's it going, AP? What pearls of crypto wisdom do you have to offer today? Ethereum is below 2,400. Makes me sad, actually. Something is releasing the camera, but I'm not sure what. I don't think it's end turn. No, because it just sets the turn to false or true. I thought there was a thing that checked if it's my turn, disable the camera. There is change controlled player, but I don't know if change controlled player is firing. Let's continue. And we'll look at the menu. Change controlled player should fire on here. We're not calling that up here, I don't think. Yeah, if we're not doing single player mode, it should come down here. Well, Florida's pretty scorching hot outside. I don't think I caught the dip this time around, though. Should invest in umbrellas. Yeah, change control player fires here. So I don't think that's the case. I can watch it and see, but I don't think it is. Yeah, change control player doesn't fire. But something resets my camera. Virginia. I left a car in West Virginia, but yeah, I'm out in Florida. I am not a fan of the beach, though. Used to go to the beach when I was a kid. Seen enough of that. The only nice thing about Florida is it's familiar. Like, the heat, I could live without it. The hurricanes, I could live without it. There's no snow, but the winters are boring. Yeah, camera control gets locked. Let me check the player controller. And we'll see the player. How about controlled pawn? Player control does not have a player variable. Yeah. Oh, it's not. I don't have it visible. That's why. It gets mad when I make this one exposed. The issue there is it's private, and this makes it visible. There's a macro for making allow access to private assets. Input happens. Let me check turn. That's turn rate. No my turns? No B is my turn. That's weird. I mean, that's only a minor thing. But I think what I want is working. So let's give it an official playthrough. Oh wait, something else I do want to fix, which is on the menu here. These change size when you input something into them. That I don't like. So I'm going to go into the menu. Design view, I need to pull up the other menu. Wrong menu. I need the main menu. What is the size of this container? 100 by 30? That doesn't make any sense. How do I want to do those? I could wrap this options with a size box. Float and fill, float and fill. What happens if I change one of them to center? Yeah, they all become inconsistent. So fill is correct. Local options canvas. That's filled to where it wants to be, vertical box. I'm going to uncheck size to content. Nope, that caused it to spill over, so I do want size to content. Only thing I can think of is forcing it with inside of a size box. Which I can do. And that'll force this to fill that size box. But those all shrink still. I don't think my size box is set to... Okay. Let's do a width and height override. Huh. Let me do a force width override. And that's holding. It does make it difficult to see the background box though. Let's do the background of these. What do you think? To the left, or should I do it center? I think this is a pretty good color, though. You want to have high contrast, but you also want to be able to see things. I think that's probably fine. And then I want to have something when these boxes are activated to say what's going on down here. Oh. Number of players. Number of CPUs, number of planets. Does it look differently spaced? Let's see. Yeah, it does look like there's a bit of a gap here, and can't tell if it's more or less than... This looks bigger than this one. And those look about the same. Let's check the design view here. That should have a bottom padding of 5 and a top padding of 5. This one, top and bottom, top and bottom, top and bottom, top and bottom. So they should all have the same padding. I wonder if it just looks that way. Number of planets. You know, I do have this on text committed, but I should probably do an on text change. Let's go to number of planets. Commit method. What are my options? Um, It's not giving me the list. Let's try equal to. What are my options? On enter, on move focus, on cleared. If I don't specify, I think the default is pressing the enter button. Although, I rarely push enter whenever I hit these, so we can test it. I didn't press enter on any of these, although it shouldn't let me start the game. That should throw me an error. Because I don't have enough planets. Oops. There should be a thing that prevents me from putting in an invalid number of planets. So that might have been what happened earlier. The commit method might not have triggered. Oh, did that save? That did not save. Oh, that's a darn shame. I'm gonna wrap that with a size box. What did I do last time? I made this override 220. And then these are this. Still stored in clipboard. Compile and save. Okay. This is the server option box. And then I'll do the same thing for this one. Always got an investment strategy. It's good to have. Okay. I need to make myself a note to fix the commit methods on these, but other than that, we'll play a game. So I'll do one player. I guess I'll do 4 CPUs. That'll be difficult enough. How many planets? It's a good number of planets. Total of 5 with 10 planets, 1 for each. Let's make it 20. Okay. Technically, I shouldn't be able to build this until my second turn, but I built it early. This is pretty much playable, so I'm going to do a build of it and put it on itch as well as the lame duck page. Then you guys can play it and give me feedback on it. The only thing that doesn't work is the online multiplayer. That's not working yet. I guess I can't say the only thing that doesn't work, but among the many things that do not work, the game is playable. Alright. I need to branch out, I think. I think it would be good to be able to zoom out of the planet. Alright, I should have some ships. Don't exactly know where my enemies are. Interesting. The star chart has not updated. I should see the star chart data here. That's puzzling. Wonder why. Let's go to here. That's why. Maybe. So this doesn't do a call to update these, but I should have seen it at least once on my menu. I should see the star chart information here. I'm on planet 6, so let's harvest some stuff. There is a slow wandering asteroid of a decent size. I'll go send a harvester that way. The bigger asteroids tend to have more resources. You look like a potential thing to harvest, so I will go send something to you. I gained some planets. Is my star chart updated? No. So I wonder why this isn't updating. Well, let's get the player. We'll get the list of planets. This is what I own. This is what I've seen. So these should get pulled here. That's weird. Let's do a double check here. Star chart works on local single player, on local multiplayer. Star chart does not work on single player. Let's see what the error says. Access not trying to read property player HUD off of the branch is valid for the star chart. Why would it get none? Because I assume that error is going to take me here. If I grab that. That's the is valid check. Let's go to this graph here. Alright. Is valid takes the same place, but that's not my control. But execution takes me back here. So player HUD is failing. I think that's happening over here. Right here. This populates the star chart, but this part's failing. I'll just pass it over. Okay. Star chart works. Yay, playtesting. Alrighty. The CPU actually can't select both of those at the same time like I do. It has to do one at a time. But eventually the player will only be allowed to build one of these. I'm going to wait for a revolution, and then I'll make another planet. One of the things you can kind of do, because you got 2 minutes, so you can wait and just accumulate the resources. Why wouldn't you, in many cases? Like in the beginning, you can't build any resources until you have a refinery. So you got to, let it go and let the turn happen. But once you have the refinery up, you can use the 2 minutes to your advantage and just gain a little bit of resources. Because I would like another ship. But I get 10 per day. So I don't think I'll have enough by the time the timer runs out. Not the most entertaining way of doing it, but you can do it that way. If you play it with the orbitals off, it's like, huh, you can't really tell what's out there, you know. But that's more realistic than orbitals on. It is a shame that I have to do the orbitals the way that I do. I would prefer to just draw a circle and not have to do it through a texture. But drawing a circle is expensive. Way more expensive than it should be. Okay. I have 6 planets, or 6 of those. Let's go harvest some stuff. Okay. This planet, I'm going to cheat, but I'm going to take a look at what I got. It's got iron. Might be worth taking. What else is there? Hydrogen, iron. I think it's iron, petroleum, hydrogen. Let's see, what do I got? I've got iron, petroleum's 90. Okay, so hydrogen's good. That's the one I want. Let's take over this planet. I think that'll be good. Calculating actions. What's going on over here? Somebody's got some attackers going. I gain planet 11. And that. Cool. So this is where supply ship will come in. On this planet here. I'm way too close to it. I need to zoom out. I can build that, but I need the petroleum. So I'm going to go back to my home planet, and I will send a supply ship with petroleum. You can see they don't have petroleum, so I'll add it. That's going to get fixed. I'll add 500 petroleum. And I'll send that out. Oh, I think I already did, didn't I? Yeah. Let's make some more ships. And this planet has 2 ships, but I will send another couple ships to it, just in case. See if there's anything worth harvesting out here. Okay, I'll end my turn. Planet 17 is out there. Planet 11 is here. I was thinking about having these reorder in the correct numerical order, but I do appreciate having the home planet to be the top planet, so. That's a weird thing. When, I don't know if you noticed that, but it was my turn, and then that landed, and then I lost my turn. You know, I guess that's fair. We are the third world. Alright, so now it's back to my turn. I'm going to wait to see if my turn gets stolen. The turn has been getting stolen by supply ships entering an atmosphere. I don't know why. That is a bug. I don't know why that's happening. I have to figure out that. But I'll go ahead and make a ship here. Let's go to planet 11. Now I can make a starport. But you can see the advantage of being on one of the larger planets is I get so many more resources. So that's kind of cool. That's already constructed. That one's there. Let me go to... I guess I'll go back to home planet. What is worth harvesting? There we go. Asteroid 6. Let's go see what Asteroid 6 has. And I will send the supply ship to Planet 11. See, they got stolen. My turn got stolen. But yeah, if you're joining, you missed out a bit of humor. AP says that Earth is the third planet from the sun. Sorry. AP says that Earth is the third planet from the sun. Therefore, every country on Earth is a third world country. That seems to be legit. Yeah. Hey, I found an asteroid that produces good stuff. Let's go back to our planet here. I can build a crap ton of ships now. There's a lot of ships. Although I am right in too close to the planet, I need to fix the distance. I can actually check to see how long the day is going to be. Okay, this is planet 11. So it's actually going to be planet 10, and then the day is rotation. Yeah, the day just ended. You can see the day count right there. Or 360 is a full day. I'm going to send supplies to planet 17. Guess I'll send iron 900 and then petroleum. I'll leave petroleum as it is. We'll get I waited too long. But hey, it's my turn. Oh, it dropped me back here. A lot of times it drops me back to the home planet. I guess it makes sense because I'm not updating the position. Alright, so planet 11. I've got 64 ships. What's on planets? Only 5. $2,700. So I guess 1,000. And iron 1,000. Yay! And then I can build a bunch of ships. So I own 17 and 11. What's this one? That's 14. I'm going to just dominate by sending 10 ships to every planet. Alright. I'll end my turn. You can see all my ships going out. I gained a bunch of planets. Planet 11. I'll make some more ships. I gotta figure out why that steals my turn. Scroll bar works. That's kind of cool. I guess I could take, I could update 14. Who has the supply ship? 11 has the supply ship, I think. Yeah. 11 has a supply ship, so I will take the money that is there and send it to 14. And I need 410, so... send some petroleum. Let me go to 14. I don't know if the supply ship has gotten there yet. 14, yeah. Okay. Let's go back to 11. Okay. I don't think there's too many planets left for me to acquire, but The next thing I'll have to add is the actual you win after taking all the stuff. I started adding it a little while ago, but then I didn't finish it. But now that the main mechanics are working, and you can actually conquer the other planets, you need to be messaged. Not only when you take over a planet or lose a planet, but also when you lose ships, and when a player is defeated, and then also, of course, when you win. So. Gained a lot of stuff. Because right now the only way I can tell if I win is if I check the game mode. And check the active planet lists, or active player list. So right now, AI player 1 and 2 still exists, technically. But most is working. Like I said, I gotta get those things in, and then yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna hop off, grab some dinner, and I will catch you next time.